Hello guys, my name is Dr. Varun and you are watching Chlorophyll classes only on YouTube, where all your biology doubts will be clarified here and we will fall again with the learning of biology. Well, this video is for 11th class, and what we were doing 11th class students, we were doing the phylums, various phylums of non-chordates. Till now we have completed Porifera and Coelenterata, and we are going to make one more advanced group of animals, and this time we're gonna be making what? We're gonna be making Ctenophora. Well, fora word or fera word means to bear, to have it, and tino means comb. Means what? They are comb bearers. Comb bearer means what? This comb, you know na. So there what cilia is present on their body, but they're solidified. So it appears like what? Like a comb. So you have seen comb. Comb is like what? These are what? Thick plastic or wooden cone, whatever you think. It's like small lines which are present. Okay, so these small comb like thing, imagine that this is cilia. Now cilia is normally flexible like this, but here it is solid, so it appears like what? Comb. So they are what? Comb bearers. So if you can see that these are the ones, can you see these things? These are the combs like this. So how many of them present? 8 in number, and they are what? 8 vertical rows, ciliated comb fused together, solid in appearance, help in locomotion. So they help them to locomote. Now they are also called as comb jellies. Why jellies? Because their mesoderm is in the form of mesoglia. Okay, mesoderm is not present in them. They're also called as sea walnut. Can you look like that? Walnut kind of appearance. The walnut has what? Line present like this. So they appears like what? The line is present. So sea walnut. Now their journal features, which we have already discussed. Here we're gonna be writing one by one with you and recall it. So level of organization. What level of organization? Whether it's a cellular tissue, it is a tissue level of organization. So tissue level of organization. Next is body plan. They were not cell aggregate because we have come to the major little bit of evolutionary advancement has been occur. So body plan is what? Their body plan is about blind sac. Okay, then there is what? Germ layer. So we know that they are what? Diploblastic, and instead of mesoderm, mesoglial present. Okay, just like the older one, Coelenterata. Then coelom, if we see that, they are what? They are also acoelomates. So they are acoelomates. Symmetry, they are radially symmetrical. Radially symmetrical. Now let's come to the functions of it. Okay, so if we see that clearly, very easy, because these things we have to just recall it. Digestion, extracellular and intracellular, we know that what happened, same in Coelenterata, same in them. Then respiration and excretion by diffusion, by body surface, they just release the things, same like the Coelenterata. Then there is what? Circulation. So circulation is what? Gastrovascular cavity is there only the circulation takes place. Okay, then nervous system is what? Nerve net is present in them, just like the old one. Reproduction, here asexual reproduction is not seen, only the sexual reproduction is seen. Plus they are what? They are hermaphrodites. Bisexuals means they have what? Monoecious, single body, both the sexes present. External fertilization is seen, that gametes will be released into the sea water, there only the fertilization will take place, and this can come to you, that's why the star is being made. Development would be indirect, there will be free living ciliated larva will be there, and this time the cilia would be what? Cilia is flexible, later on only they will change into rows, right? And that is what? Sedipit. Now the points you have to remember before completing this, that is that it lacks cnidoblast. So cnidoblast is not present. Then what is the characteristic feature of it? Characteristic feature is bioluminescence, means their body emit light. You know about the firefly. At night there is a insect which is flying and it has lighting opportunities. Okay, means it lights, it's glow in the light, glow in the dark. Glow in the light, what is this? Glow in the dark. Okay, that is bioluminescence. So they also glow. So sometimes these are what? these glow in the dark, okay, like the fire algae we have studied, right? Same like this, they have the property. Then we have what, their tentacles may be present or absent like boar, present maybe fluorobachi. Tentacles will be 2 in number and they can come inside and go inside the body. So imagine it like this is the tentacle coming out, going inside the body, like this feature is there. Then they have two surfaces, a boral surface and the oral surface. A boral and oral surface means oral surface where the mouth is present. A boral is just opposite of it. So this is what it is arising. Opposite of a boral surface means close to the oral surface. Okay. Then it has a lasoglast cells or the coloblast cells, which are adhesive in nature, which help in capturing the food material. Okay. And examples which you have to remember is these two examples. What are that? Fluorobachi brachia, which is known as sea gooseberry, whereas Ctenoplana is a what, carnivorous creeping animal. Okay, another example if you want, the system is there, which is Venus girdle also being called. With this, the phylum Ctenophora is over, easiest of any phylum. Okay, let's just go towards the phylum Platyhelminthes. In platy word, platy means plate, something sound like that. So mean plate is what? Plate is flat. Okay, so they are flat. Helminth word is for the worms. They are flat bonds, means they are like a paper. Okay, so paper has what? One upper surface, one lower surface. I told you what, the surface towards the sunlight. Sunlight is coming beta. Sunlight, this surface is what? Dorsal. Sunlight is not directly coming on this surface because it is like in this position. So this surface will be ventral. So paper has what? A dorsal and a ventral surface, just like coin has two parts, heads and tail. They look like that. Next, so this is one thing. Their journal, where is the habitat? There is a free living variety also, and there is a parasitic variety. Most of them are parasite inside the body, means inside the organism body they will live. So they are what? Endoparasite. Endo word means inside, endo inside. Okay, parasite mostly. Free living is the independent one living in the aquatic environment, that is planaria, which is also called as Dugosia. Okay, Digacia. Now this is what, this lives inside the organism like flukes and trapeworm. Can you see over here? I have even made you a flat worm, which is what, like this. See how long it is? Flat worms. Okay. So this is one such of it. Then habitat, they could be aquatic, they could be terrestrial. Aquatic, it could be marine or the fresh water. You have to remember about planaria. Why you have to remember about planaria? Because beta, with respect to planaria, you have studied that planaria is what we say, that high regeneration capacity is there in the 10th class, which is a type of asexual reproduction. Okay, then again our favorite thing, that is to recapitulate what we have studied in the part 1 of this chapter, that is level of organization. Here what happened, whether it's a tissue level or more than that, it is more than that. There is an organ level of organization seen in them. So there is what? Organ level organization. Then body plan is what? Its body plan is tube within tube. Okay, so means it will have mouth also, anus also. Okay, it is tube within tube plan. After that, the germ layers, they are what? They are the first triploblastic animal. Okay, so they are what? Triploblastic. 3 layers are present. But 3 layer doesn't say that they will have space also present, but it is more advanced feature. So it will be what? Acylomate only. So they are acoelomates. Acoelomates. Symmetry, they are bilateral symmetrical because flat paper you can cut into one way. Okay, so one plane. So bilateral symmetry. Cephalization. Cephala word itself means what? It means head. So head distinction is there, means you can simply see that there is what? Head kind of structure there present, okay, in their body. So distinguish able. Okay, then there is what? Parenchyma, mesenchyma, which is what? Characteristically they are what? Mesodermal connective tissue, which connect the internal tissues layers, okay, and help in transportation of food and everything. Then there is what? Regeneration capacity, we already know, we have talked about it. Let's come to the next thing, that is the body function. First is digestion. There is an extracellular digestion. complete digestive system is present in the planaria because it is a free living. It has to digest its food on your own. But think about parasite. Parasites lives in our body and they will like, we don't want to do any work. We want our food. You will give us shelter. You will give us food, and in return, we will give you what? We will give you disease. Okay, nutritional deficiencies, and that is what it. That's why the digestive system is absent in case of tapeworm or in the fasciola. Okay, so this is what, because they directly absorb the nutrients from the host, which is already in their their most soluble form. Okay, then comes the respiration. They are what? Anaerobic in the parasitic form, because think about it, they are living inside our body. How come they are able to take the oxygen? Okay, so oxygen is present in the environment. Then the circulatory system is absent in their case. No such blood or thing would be there. Coelomic fluid will contain the things and it will work. Okay, then excretion and osmoregulation. What is the definition? Excretion means removal of the nitrogenous waste or the waste product from the body, and osmoregulation means balance of the body fluid and the salt. If something is more, something is less, something happens. What it is, I want to take you back to your 10th class for the CBSE students, where you might have studied what? You might have studied that what is isotonic solution, hypertonic and hypotonic solutions. So maybe not in 10th, it must be in 9th class. So what happened? We said that if you put some raisins into the water, it will again swell up. Okay, so basically what happened? Water goes from outside to inside. But if you put the raisins into a salt water, then the water from the grapes will comes out or something like that. So this is what we are learning about. What we are learning about, that how the water movement takes place, and for that salt makes a major difference in our body also. When the salt level is less, what happen? Blood pressure also flows down and BP reduces, and we say that give salt and sugar to this patient. We say that now, if BP is high, means high salt and water is there, that's the problem. So these things we will learn it later on, but just now for take an idea like that. Okay, for at your level. Then comes what? So excretion and osmoregulation, very important features in our body. This is being done by the kidney, but in this is done by flame cells. So imagine that this is the organism. It has these kind of trunks present all over the body, which is bringing all the things and putting it inside this, and it is basically everything start from this orange area. So this orange area is what? Flame cells, which look like this. They are connected by a duct like this. So this is the duct. And what is the name of this thus? The name is excretory duct. From excretory duct is come into this area, it is called as trunk. So it is what? Excretory trunk. Then it comes up main longitudinal excretory canal, and this is the excretory pore. It goes out. Means everything will form here. Means your nitrogenous base, whatever they would be releasing, it forming by this. It will release into what? So here we can remember it like that. It will be released into excretory duct. Remember this chronology, where to where it is going. It's very important. Then it goes to the excretory trunk, then it goes to the main longitudinal canal, and then to the excretory pore, and then to the outside. And this is how a flame cell will look like. Now the question is that why the word flame? Flame is what? If you have seen a flame, it is moving like this. So this is what? Flickering of the flame. Okay, or the flickering of the flame is there. Now this flickering of the flame feature comes because of this cilia which is present here. When these cilia vibrates, so what happens? It appears like that flame is there. Okay, so that's why this color come up. Okay, so this thing we have understood. Next, the nervous system. Primitive ladder-like nervous system is there. Primitive nervous system has what? Nervous system has what? Nerve cells. So nerve cell forms certain groups. So we call it tufts of nerve cell. So nerve cell here, nerve cell here. They said that let's join and connect and coordinate. So they connect themselves like this way. These are what? Ganglia of the nerve cells, and they are connected by a small line of the neurons. Okay, here also they are connected. So this is what this thing has been shown to. It's appear like what? It appears like a ladder. Okay, moving on to the next thing, that is reproductions. They are also hermaphrodite. If they are hermaphrodite, means both the sexes are present inside one body. But do they have a self fertilization? Yes, they have it in case of tape form, because in tape form both the male and female gametes present, they within their body they just matches and happens. But what about the flukes? The flukes are not able to. Flukes are what? They are the planaria and all. They are not the capacity that both the male and female sex organs will develop at the same time. So you know that what will happen? Cross will happen. This is a very important topic which we have discussed in the last also. In future also it will keep on coming. So keep remembering it, because it's very important for assertion and reason. So planaria has, so this is what now fertilization is internal in flukes and tape form, but in planaria it is external. Okay, so it is cross and external, means here also what? Proto entry condition is there. Proto means first, andry means male will develop. Okay, so this is the thing. Then examples. So we have 3 examples. Okay, the first one is what? Fasciola hepatica, liver fluke. It lives inside the liver. This is what? It has a mouth, it has an anus, it has a gonopore from where the female and male and female sex organ present, and it is what? Acetabulum, which is what? A sucker. Mouth also has a oral sucker which just attached to the substratum. So it is a leaf-like. Of course, we can see it. It has 3 permanent aperture: mouth, gonopore, excretory pore. Then sucker help in attachments. 2 suckers are there, oral suckers. Acetabulum means a ventral sucker. Then fasciola is digenetic, means that for completing his life cycle it requires 2 hosts. Okay, means 2 different organisms. There will be one a primary host, there will be another secondary host. Secondary host is also called as intermediate host. Why? Because it will come and go. Primary host is the one where the gametes will form or whether the adult form would be present. Okay, so primary host of the liver fluke is sheep and goat. Okay, whereas secondary is what? Secondary is your snail, where the larval stages are present. Adult form is not present. As I said, this is very important, that how you will distinguish primary and secondary host. Okay, then the next thing is this whole life cycle of this thing and the important questions which might be coming from here that we're gonna be quickly seeing. So if you see that what is happening, this is your goat, kangaroo, or sheep. Okay, which is what? They are the one which, imagine that initially they are infected. So adult liver fluke takes 10 to 12 weeks to develop in the bile ducts. It is what? It is a hepatic fluke. Hepatic word is for the liver. Always remember. So they are living in the liver, in the bile duct. There is a what? Liver. Liver will release bile juice in a duct. That name is called as bile duct. Okay. So over there it lives. But then what will happen? When they will lay eggs, and those eggs will not germinate inside the body because enough suitable conditions are not present for their germination or their growth. So they will what? They will come out. Okay, they come out with the help of what? Feces, because they are present into what? Gut. Okay, gut is what? Your alimentary canal. So it will be passed out with the feces, with the dung. As this pass out, okay, what will happen? There will be what? They will be, might be leaving this thing close to the water or to close to that area where there will be what? Snail. So snail move on the land also, goes into soil also, sorry, in the water also. So these things what? They finally be taken up by the snail. So they can go what? They can be released into the water where the snail lives. Also the snail live in the terrestrial environment also. So there also they could be, when the snail is moving, they infect the snail. How? Because snail is eating any grass. Okay, that grass has that, so it can go inside it. So what will happen? The snail becomes infected. Once the snail become infected, it will what? The egg, okay, that has hatches out into the larva goes inside the body, change itself into sporophyte and a radii, and then finally make what? Circiri, which when then comes out from the body of the snail through the same method, through the excreta. And there it is again what? Present on the what? In the area of where either the contamination is in the water or the contamination is in the land. Okay, when these herbivores will eat the grass, what will happen? It will again go inside it. Now here what happened? There what stages is there? Adult form is present here, which is forming what? Eggs. This is what it comes out, and it comes out in the form of larva. So this stage of the larva is the infected stage. So this is the only ciliated larva, which is the infected stage of what? Snail. Okay, and the name of the larva is Miraceritum. Okay, so Miraceritum is what? It is the infective stage in snail, and inside snail it will comes out in the form of circerae and metacircerae. This metacircerae is what? It will be ingested by the any herbivore. Okay, and this is what? It is the infective stage of cow, goat, whatever it is, buffalo, whatever it is. So you have to remember this thing. So what is happening? The cow has this, egg will be released, it will change into larva, that will be the that will infect the snail. Snail will release another form of its larva, which will infect the cow. That's how the life cycle keep on happening. Next example is Taenia solanium. Taenia solanium is what? Tape form, looks something like this, huge, present inside the intestine of the human, where it is where this infection happens in those countries where pork is taken as a food. Not only pork, even the beef has this, but another variety of it. So Taenia solanium is present in the pork based diet. Means if you go into the northeast, if the pork is not properly cooked, then their infected stages would be present inside it. Now this is the structure of it. It has head, it has neck, and it has strobila. So this is the head part of it. Head part has what? It has hooks and suckers present. Hooks are what? They are called as what? Rostrum. Rostrum is what? 2 rows of 20 to 23 hooks present for the attachment, as well as there is what? Suckers also present for the attachments. 4 suckers are present. So 1, 2, 3. One is on the other side also. So from all area it can just attached to the intestine of the human. Okay, neck is there. From this area, what? Porifilation of the strobila segments takes place. So in adults, what happens? These segments are present. Now these segments are not of equal breadth or dimensions, which we say that. Why? Initial segments are lengthwise, okay, but the breadth is very less. Then we go to the next then it becomes, these are the immature segments. Segments over here are called as what? Proglets. Okay, this area where it is present called as what? Strobila. So if you see that there are 3 different types of proglets which I have made. Initially what? Where the length is there but the breadth is very less. These are the immature proglets. Okay, then comes what? There is what? In like still there is what? Breadth comes. These are what? Mature proglets. Means these mature proglets has what? They have gametes present. Now if the male and female, I told you that Taenia has what? Self-fertilization feature. If it has a self-fertilization features, what it means? It simply means that it will do what? Next step? Fertilization. Okay, both the gametes are present, and when that happens, we call it what? These are what? They change into the gravid proglets, and these gravid proglets contains what? Egg, and they keep on getting shed off at the base. Okay, and each containing lots of egg. Okay, so this shedding of their last segments after certain period of a time of the gravid proglets, they are known as apolysis. These segments are how many? They could be 800 to 1000. Okay, sorry, 800 to 1000. Okay, here we have written, not written, 1000. And these segments are what? Proglets, or we call it pseudo segments. Okay, so this thing is there. Now it is also what? Digenetic. Digenetic means required 2 hosts. One is primary host, secondary host. Primary host is human. Inside human only this whole thing is being, this thing is present, and the proglets are being shed in the feces. Now and the secondary host is pig, where in the muscles of the pig it lies. So if we won't cook the muscles of the pig correctly and person is eating it, it will get infected. How that happens, all of these things would be in your 12th class. So here we are not overburdening you with the stuff. Okay, now here just remember that what is the infected stages of it. So in the host, the infected stage is what? Bladder worm or the cysteria. cysticus form. Okay, whereas in the secondary host, the infected form is oncosphere. These are what eggs which are covered by the layers. Okay, so eggs will be eaten up by them because the feces might be eaten up by the pig. Now examples, other example is Taenia saginata, which is the beef form present inside the cow, buffalo and all of those organisms. Okay, this is the largest in size, and who would be infected one? Those who are eating beef, uncooked proper meat beef. That's the major thing. If it is a cooked, it will die. Eat it. Okay, then that is what echinococcus. Echinococcus is what dog tape form present inside the dog body. Okay, it is the smallest in size. Then parasitic adaptations these organisms do. What they do? First of all, they have suckers and hookers present to for the attachment. Second thing, digestive systems gone mean unnecessary organs are not present in their body. And the third one is what? They have a thick protective layer called as integuments that would be present, which will save it from the digestive juices. This thing will be there. So understood. This is all about the Platyhelminthes. I hope this thing is understood to you, because these notes are helping you to summarizing the things very fast. Okay, moving on to the next one, that is what phylum Aschelminthes. Aschelminthes. Helminthes word means we have studied, that is Platyhelminthes. There helminthes means worm. Here also the meaning is worm. Okay, now here the things are what? They appear circular in the transactions. That's why they are called as what? Round worms. So if you will cut them and if you will see that area, it will look like circular, and they just have the circular muscles present. Okay, they just have the longitudinal muscles present, no circular muscles present in their body. Okay, so body has two different types of arrangement of muscle, longitudinal or circular arrangements. So they have what? Longitudinal arrangements. Now general characteristics, habitat, they could be aquatic or terrestrial. They could be free living or they could be parasitic. If they are parasitic, they are endoparasitic. Example, Ascaris. Their disease causing feature, we will learn it in 12th class. That's in detail over there. Here we will just remain the basic of it for the academics point of view for now. Okay, and then what is what? Free living is, oh sorry, this is what? They are free living like reptiles. Now level of organizations means this is the time when we will recapitulate what we have studied till now. Okay, so level of organization is what? They goes to the next level, that is organ system level of organization. So there is what? Organ system level of organization. Body plan, it is what? Tube within tube. Tube within tube. Germ layer, finally we have already reached to the higher level. So next all would be what? Triploblastic. So they are triploblastic. Coelom would be what? Now they are what? They are pseudocoelomates. Okay, so that is false coelom is there. So they are what? Pseudocoelomate. Now their symmetry, if we see that, so they are what? You can cut them into two equal halves. So they are what? Bilateral symmetrical. Bilateral. Okay, now comes the body functions. Digestion, complete digestive system is present. Okay, well developed muscular phalanx is there, because through phalanx only they will just grab the host body and keep on sucking their blood. So imagine like this. So this phalanx word over there, where their phalanx would be there, that's much need is there. Don't do it too much, or it would be become a hickey over here, and then you'll be like, sir, hickey. But in reality, I am just doing and showing you what they are doing with their muscular phalanx. Okay. Now, next thing is their respiration. They are anabolic since endoparasites. Only the endoparasites one. So they are present inside the body, oxygen won't be available, so they will be endoparasites. Then circulation is absent in their body as well. Coelomic circulation is just being the part of them. Then the excretion is what? By the H-shaped cells. Those cells are called as rennet cells. You don't have to remember how it looks, what it does, just the name is more than enough for you. Then the reproductions, they are mostly dioecious. Dioecious means male and females would be different looking. Here you have to see that sexual dimorphism is present. And when I am saying sexual dimorphism is present, what does it mean? Male and female is distinct. Normally what happen here, we say that when we are taking the example of Ascaris, okay, which is what? Roundworm. Okay, in their cases the male is what? It has smaller in size, or the length, smaller length and curved tail with spicules present. in the curved area, spike like thing present, which is to hold the female in position during the time of mating. Okay, with spicules. Okay, now, and the female is what? Female is broader and longer. Okay, so female is broader and longer in length. So this how tells that whether the male or female is there. In your NCRT, the female has shown like this, the male is shown like this, but that is what they have put it like this over there. Okay, so just think about it, that this is the worm. So if you put it like this, it is curved, it feels like a curved, but in reality what it is there, they have just put it like this, it's like straight only. Okay, now the next thing is fertilization. So the fertilization is internal and cross, because male and female is there, so they both don't have a self fertilization, so different organs. So okay, because they are dioecious, it will be cross only. Internal means inside the female body it will occur, not in the host intestine or any area. Okay, then development is what? Maybe direct or indirect. This thing developed, everything you will study about the Aschelminthes in detail in your 12th class. Let's just come to the examples. So these are those examples which are present only in NCRT. Now you will say, sir, the first two examples are not here, you are making us fool. Okay, but no beta, these two are also present in your NCRT of 12th class, but in other chapters. And when that chapter will come, if you are seeing this video, and if you see that video also, at that video I want that whenever it comes, you just write in the comment section that, sir, it is there, you taught us in the animal kingdom and it is helping us there. So these are the connecting type of questions that can come in your syllabus. So they can take the example of nematode or Aschelminthes from 12th class, different chapters which has that, and put it here, that out of the following which is not, and you can get confused. Okay, this is the high level of thing that they can do, mischiefness. Okay, so they have what? Melogeny incognita. Okay, it is used for what? It infects the tobacco roots. Okay, pathogen like work. So it is what? Outside pathogen. Okay, ectopathogen. Then we have Canerorhabditis elegans. It is what? Free living. Okay, so this is a free living nematode. Then Ascaris cause diseases like Ascaris infect the intestine. Then Wucheria causes flaces which infect the lower body lymph nodes, and your feet and gonads becomes highly inflamed, big in size. So it's look like the feet is of elephant-like size. So elephantiasis also it is called as filariasis on the basis of this disease is also this Wucheria is also called as filaris. Okay, then the next is ankylostoma. Okay, it should be underlined. Ankylostoma, which is what? It causes the disease ankylostomitis. In detail I'm telling you, when the people who don't wear the slippers and the proper sanitary conditions are not there, these worms might be present in the soil or in the surface. Okay, so what happened? It goes through your sole, means from your feet it goes inside and infects. Okay, so understood this disease, anemia, blood vessel, RBCs, it's broke down the RBCs and everything. So anemia, these things happens. This is all about phylum Aschelminthes. Let's just move to the next one, that is what? Phylum Annelida. In final Annelida, the word Annelida comes from the word annulus. Okay, and annulus means what? Rings. So their body looks like it is a part of rings stacked together. So means if you put the ring, so appearance come na, something imagine like that. Same thing would be their appearance. Example is earthworm. So if you see that cuts are there, see so many cuts are there. Looks like it's wearing multiple rings. Okay, now this is the first phylum which has true coelom, true segmentation, and blood circulatory system present. Okay, now the journal features habitat. They could be terrestrial, they could be aquatic, freshwater also, marine also. Freshwater is the leech, marine is the nereis. Okay, then habit, it may be free living or it can be parasitic. Okay, it could be free living or it could be parasitic, like the earthworm and the nereis is the free living ones. But leech is what? Ectoparasite, sangivore. Sangivore means blood feeder. It sucks the blood of the animal. You know about the leech, right? Earthworm also. So we don't have to just think about much. I have shown you the diagram of earthworm also. Then comes our basic to recall topic, that is level of organization, organ system level, body plan, tube within tube, germ layer, triploblastic, and these are the first phylum which has what? True coelom. Okay, so it is eucoelomate. And which type of coelom? Schizocoelom, where the split would be there and it is covered by each side by the mesoderm. Okay, so schizocoelom. Symmetry, what would be the symmetry? It is bilateral symmetrical. Segmentation, present and true. Body form, it is elongated and cylindrical. It has muscles present, both the longitudinal and the circular muscles present. Earlier it was only what? Longitudinal muscles present. Now comes the body function. Digestion, complete digestive system is there. Extracellular digestion inside a structure, digestive system like structure, stomach like structure is present where it takes place. Then comes the respiration. Now different have the different one of it. Cutaneous word means through skin. So earthworm, like through skin also they can have. The skin has to be thin, moist, permeable and highly vascular. Blood supply should be there so that direct air can come in contact with it. It takes the oxygen and leave the things. Cutaneous. Okay, then earthworm has this and most of the Annelida is able to do it. Then comes the ctenadial. Ctenadial means lungs, pulmonary sacs would be present. That is through the gills. Okay, so ctenadial means that is gills like things is present. That is amphitrite present, or these gills would be present in case. Okay, that's enough. Okay, next comes the circulation. So they have the closed circulatory system, means that blood vessels, heart, blood, everything would be present except the leech. So leech has what? Open circulatory system present. Okay, so RBC, so it is what? It is open type. RBC is absent, no RBC is present in their case. Blood is red in color because of hemoglobin and erythropoietin pigment that is present inside it. WBC is absent in their case. Then comes the excretion. Excretion, very important with the help of nephridia. Okay, before this, when we were studying about the Aschelminthes, how the excretion was taking place. This is how you have to remember. So when I say something, you should be able to imagine that in Aschelminthes, what happened? In Aschelminthes, excretions takes place by the rennet cell. Okay, so rennet cells are the important one over here. Okay, here it is taken by the nephridia. It looks something like that. It has a nephridiopore, this opening. Now this opening, where it is present, different types of nephridia would be there. One is what? Ectonephridia, one is endonephridia. Ectonephridia means these pores are opening on the skin, through the skin, and the waste is going out. Another is it's opening in the digestive tract, means through the fecal method the waste will come out. That is endo. Now the first one is only and only doing excretion, but the second one means that is endonephridias, which are throwing the waste into the intestine or into the alimentary canal. Here what they are doing excretion feature also and osmoregulation feature also. Okay, so this thing is important to you. Then the nervous system, of course their nervous system is present. It is what? Non-coordinate nervous system is what? It is double, ventral and solid. This is how it looks like. It has a above the pharynx area of the organism, there is what? Two ganglia present. Then lower the pharynx area, imagine that this is here present, then this is here present. Lower the pharynx area, there will be ganglia present. They are joined by this circumpharyngeal connective nerve net, like this. They are going double, one is here, one is here. So we say no, double nerve cord is there. This is one, this is another. So that is present over there on their ventral body surface. Understood? Then the reproductions by asexually, not present in their body. But yes, in earthworm we see that if you cut after the 13th segment, cut after the 14th or 15th segment, what happened? They can regrow themselves. Okay, because majority of the organs, delicate organs, are present in the upper till 13-14 segments only. So if you cut them, the upper part will grow again, lower part will can't grow. This thing is there. So they reproduce by the sexual norms only. Monoecious annelids are also there. Dioecious is there. Dioecious is Nereis means male and female would be different. Monoecious means same, so they are hermaphrodite, but they do the cross pollination, sorry, cross fertilization. When they are doing cross fertilizations, we can easily should come in our mind that means their male and female gamete do not get or attain maturity at same time. Yes, that happens over here. So they do that. So cross pollination takes place. Now the fertilizations can be internal or external. External takes place in case of Nereis because they are dioecious organism, male and female meet, they releases their eggs into the sea and then, okay, let it be. Internal in earthworm and leeches, they form their fertilization takes inside the female body, it form an eggshell called as cocoon. Okay, development could be direct like earthworm and leech, or indirect in the form of a larva called as trochophore in case of Nereis. Then locomotion with the help of earthworm takes by the setae. What is a setae? It's a chitinous structure which is S shape. That's why the word setae. It moves with the help of longitudinals and the circular muscles. So it looks like what? It looks something like that. So it is present like this. It is present inside the setal pouch. Here what happened? Here your muscles will be attached. So different muscles are there, which is what they contract, and this is how it move. Okay, now the Nereis. Nereis is with the help of parapodia. Imagine that this is the Nereis body. So what happened? These are the lateral appendages. So imagine it like this. Lateral appendages. So it moves, swim, and it has a setal feet. So this is what? Setal feet. Setal feet. And this thing is what? This flap kind of a thing is what? Parapodia. And leech is by the elongation. So if you have seen that leech move like this, like this. So by the skin, its muscles elongation is making it move. Leech. Okay, leech everyone might have encountered. And these are their common names. Okay, the leech common name is Hirodinia. Okay, then earthworm common name is Pheretima. Then sandworm, calmworm is Nereis. So it's just drowned into the aquatic, into the bottom, into the sand, and then lives over there. Okay, that's why the name is coming. With this, your phylum Annelida is over. So we have completed 4 more phylum, that is Ctenophora, Platyhelminthes, Annelida, and what? Aschelminthes. Okay. I hope you have understood this video. Well, that's all for this video. In next video, we're gonna be learning about the remaining non-chordate phylums. Okay, if you're liking this video, if you're liking how I'm teaching, and if you have any suggestion, you can tell it in the comment section and give it a like, share it with your friends, because sharing is caring. And don't be this selfish now. We can be selfish little later. Right now, you can share this channel with your friends. Well, that's all. Thank you.